SMU Mustangs, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Florida State Seminoles. For EA Sports College Football, Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get right to the action.
Seminoles will kick this away to get us going. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. They'll run it to the right side. He breaks free. And they'll tackle him about the 23-yard line. Both teams trying to set the tone in this high-stakes collision here. Kirk, a long way to go. We expect this battle to come down to the final minutes.
Well, both these teams have been chirping back and forth during the week. I'm sure they're finally excited to be out on the field together. And this is the kind of matchup you just have to have an aggressive mindset, attacking all game long and find out who the best team is late in this game.
Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff.
And he goes nowhere. Stop cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Boy, this defense is stepping up here early in this game, really controlling the line of scrimmage. Just nowhere to go on this last play. And now we've got a third down, a big opportunity for this defense to get off the field.
His opening possession, they'll face a third down and 5. Dropping back, it's Russell. Pump over the middle, it's Shelton. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 31.
If that cornerback's going to have outside leverage on third down, he's basically giving you the quick slant. Good read and a nice throw for the first.
And the Mustangs getting set on 1st and 10. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. At the 20. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Well, all the film work that they've done to get ready for this game, here we are in the opening drive. They see exactly what they thought they might see based on their film work. It pays off, and this back had a ton of space to show you what kind of speed he has.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16.
Someone moved just a bit too early. That'll cost him 5 yards.
Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Now here comes the bunch formation. They'll try the right here. That's the 25. You bring him down, but he reaches the 30-yard line. And the Seminoles will hustle to the line here to run the hurry up.
Boy, another first down and another good run by this back from Florida State. I tell you, he's doing his job as far as living up to the great tradition of Florida State running backs.
And they'll go right back to him on first down. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line.
Nice job here of controlling the line of scrimmage by this offensive line. The back does what he needs to do to get positive yards on first down.
Getting set. Here's second down. On the ground, it's Baxter. He's found some room at the 45. Brought down after a solid run by the senior.
Just a great play by the running back here, finding his lanes and then exploding through the gap when it opened up.
The offense will set up on first and 10. From the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain. Late in the season here, this one has all kinds of playoff implications, Kirk. You got to believe the winner here is in the pole position for that top playoff seed.
Yeah, no doubt about it. So much at stake here. Absolutely. Whoever wins this one, to me, is in the driver's seat for the rest of the year. We're in the back nine of the season. Let's see who can win this one and claim to be that most dominant team.
Not much on that play, brought down short.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and to keep him short of the first down.
Third down coming up after that running play. Try and muscle for the first down. Breaks into the clear. They bring him down right at the 20. This offense set up now in the red zone.
Well, this is exactly what you want to see as an offense to open up a football game. Everything seems to be working, whether they're running the football, as we saw right there, able to protect, throw the football with timing and rhythm. Everything on full display for this offense to let this defense know they could be in for a long day.
Hands off to the left. Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard. Well, they run it right into a blitz, and that linebacker was coming downhill, Kirk.
Man, what a time to call that blitz here by the defensive coordinator. And you're right, he shoots right through that A-gap. Really, the back had nowhere to go. By the time he got the ball in his hands, the linebacker's right in his face.
The first real speed bump of this impressive drive. Offense comes up now, 2nd and 11. Grab behind the line, it's Jones. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
You know, a lot of times you see teams go up-tempo when they've got momentum that comes off to a big gain. These guys are struggling, and yet here they go, going back to old reliable, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage again.
On third down, he drops to throw. The pass is caught. Defense able to stop it. It's 4th down now. Kirk, both sides told us they knew this was going to be a challenge, the biggest test they've had so far this season. Good to see this matchup get off to a good start. Bodes well.
Chris, I'm just excited to see how this game's going to unfold. Both of these teams are going to be so fired up throughout the entire game. I think it's going to be a true test of wills between two teams that have performed as they're destined to be into that postseason at the end of the year.
4th down and 2 coming up as you try to keep the drive going. Hunter takes the toss, runs to his left. That decision to go for it on 4th down doesn't work out.
How about the offense being aggressive? They decide to go for it here, and I got to give all the credit to this defense. Being aware, anticipating the call, knowing exactly where they needed to make the stop, and they did it.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Brought down after picking up 5 yards, so 2nd and 5.
Chris, it's the consistency of this back that is giving this defense fits. They've got to come up with some changes up front. This guy's already over 50 yards, and if he keeps running the way he is, not only is he having a great day, but it's going to give this quarterback a chance to hit some big plays downfield on play action.
He's swallowed up at the line. Could not get past that big defensive tackle.
I love watching the speed of this defense. This time doing a good job of reading their keys. They saw the guard pull, shot through the A-gap, used their speed and instincts to blow this play up.
To the air, it's Russell. Sacked, it's a loss, back to the 6.
Chris, that is textbook by this defense. In man-to-man coverage, nowhere to go for this quarterback. He's looking around everywhere to find an open man. By the time he figures it out, it's a sack for the defense.
He'll field it close to the 50. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Florida State offense heads back onto the field. Let's see what their mindset is this time. They got into field goal range, but got stopped on 4th down last time. On the run, it's Baxter. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go. Well, they don't block the defensive end and show some quickness, Kirk, getting around the edge that time.
Yeah, this guy's usually getting around the edge to put pressure on the quarterback, but he reminds everybody here that this guy's a complete package. Not only can he pressure the quarterback, but also he is very, very talented and shows you the physicality he has against the run as well.
They make the stop at the 25, and it's 1st and 10 for this offense.
Well, this is what coaches love to see. A quarterback with the ability to read the defense properly and then just get it to the open man. Sometimes it sounds simple, but it's tough to execute. This time we have good recognition by the quarterback. Then he gets it down to the tight end. You can see what he can do after the catch.
Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a 1st down. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. And the Noles come to the line in a hurry-up. Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line.
Chris, down here inside the 10-yard line, these are tough yards to come by. Positive yards, good push inside there by that offensive line.
Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. On the ground, trying to punch it in for the score. And he busts into the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State.
Chris, I know the back's going to get a lot of attention for this touchdown, but I was focused on the offensive line. He had 5 guys working as one. Great communication, able to get up to that 2nd level and open things up nicely to allow the back into the end zone.
He manages the footing, and the extra point is up and good. That has been in large part the reliance on the ground game, which has been featured from both sides in this one so far. And as we move to the 2nd quarter, you hope these teams will build on a promising start. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. Looking deep to the right side. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Now he's bringing it back. They finally bring him down, but what a return after the takeaway.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
They attack the deep middle of this defense, could come up with a big play.
Nice job giving that quarterback time to throw. Good job of making that read to the middle of the field and working against those safeties, and a big play is the result.
Keep it on the ground on 1st and goal. The junior able to bring him down quickly. So just 1 for 3 on red zone trips so far. They come up on 2nd and goal. Play fake, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. Slides to avoid the big hit.
Boy, Chris, I thought when he took off on his scramble, I thought he had a chance to maybe get it to the end zone. But the defense does a nice job. Yeah, they gave up a couple yards, but they kept him out of the end zone.
After that big play to start the drive, they got close, but now it's 3rd and goal. Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Knowles. A great catch and run for 6. And now they'll set up for the point after. Well, the call was sort of predictable, Kirk, but that tight end is just so tough to stop down here in the red zone.
Listen, speaking on behalf of all quarterbacks, you get down into the red zone, you're looking for that big target that you can trust. He's going to run a good route, and he's got a big wingspan to allow you to make a throw up into the air. He can go up and make a catch over most defenders. Really good execution. They come up with 6.
Makes it to the 16. That's good coverage there. Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. With the catch, it's Shelton. Across the 30. Tackle made after a solid gain. They'll spot the ball at the 34.
I love how this quarterback is finding this slot receiver. Not only is he tough to handle, but it's what he's doing after the catch. He has such wiggle and quickness. He's tough to bring down, and you see more positive yards after the catch here.
This line getting set up. It's a 1st down play. To throw, it's Russell. And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time.
Well, we're just here in this first half, and this defense is all over it. That's their 2nd interception. Good job of pressuring the quarterback, making him uncomfortable, and forcing the ball into coverage.
Back now goes in motion. Defense will have to adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Baxter. He'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, the defense does such a good job at taking any threat downfield away. All you could do is throw it to his back, and a loss of yards, now you're behind the sticks.
Second down after that previous play.
Here we go.
Toss play to the running back going left. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Well, setting the edge, a lot of times you'll rely on that offensive tackle to do the job at the line of scrimmage. Sometimes it's a tight end or maybe the H-back. But someone has got to set the edge of the line of scrimmage to give them a spot to go. If you're not able to do that, you're not able to turn the corner and make a big play.
The receiver makes the catch. After second effort, he's brought down, but he's past the marker.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Going with the old counter run here. It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defense does a really nice job here in being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They bring him down after a gain. Looks like they'll spot it inches short of a 1st down. The Knowles are going to take advantage of this red zone trip. Keeping keeps it himself. Didn't get there. Defense comes up with a third down stop.
Usually with a quarterback sneak, the worst thing that could happen is you get stopped for no gain. This guy's trying to make something happen that's not there, and he loses yardage on 3rd and inches. Now we got 4th down.
One team stays on the sideline. Offense going for it on 4th down. Using his legs, it's Baxter. They bring him down short of the end zone, but this will set up a 1st and goal.
I think it says a lot about this coach's confidence that he has in his team, that he sticks to running the football on 4th down. You know, a lot of teams, they might try to get cute, pull out a special play that they've been practicing for weeks. But not this guy. They just line up, run the ball, and pick it up.
They'll try to run this one in. And he muscles into the end zone. Touchdown, Seminoles.
I think we're starting to kind of see a theme here, Chris, today. That's his 2nd touchdown. The offensive line doing their job, and he's doing an outstanding job of just reading the defense, finding the hole, and being able to pick up big yards and touchdowns.
Now they safely make the recovery. The onside kick doesn't work.
All I can think of is maybe they saw something in the first quarter that made them think that an onside kick would work here. But they came up a bit short. Now we'll see if their defense can hold them and limit the damage.
So the first play of the drive coming up here, under 3 minutes to play before half. Quick completion to the tight end. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up 1st down at the 33. The Mustangs will come to the line to run the hurry up. They'll run it here. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. To throw, it's Russell. Taking a shot deep toward the end zone. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
Well, if it hasn't been made abundantly clear by now, they want to get the ball downfield to this guy. That was almost his 2nd touchdown alone here in the first half.
They're backed up here, trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. The pass is off target, yet hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
But a defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
He missed it. Off target that time. Still losing by 14 after the miss.
Oh, my gosh, he had it right on target. Unfortunately, he didn't quite have the distance. That hit right in the middle of that crossbar, and they miss out on 3 points.
So they begin the drive here in the final 3 minutes of the half. And the tight end goes in motion before the snap. Handoff here from the shotgun. And he breaks the tackle on the way to a solid gain there. We've reached the 2-minute timeout of what's been a lopsided game so far. Let's see if the offense can stretch the lead more before halftime. The offense going to heavy personnel, bringing out the full house. The back's got it. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off and just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
The offense now looking at a 3rd and short from their own 40, trying to keep this drive going. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. Tackle is made, but the junior quarterback shows off his arm strength that time. So he finds one of his favorite targets. Kirk, defense thinking, what do we have to do to stop this guy?
How about the double coverage on third down? Great call to be able to try to take away this highly touted wide receiver. And the quarterback is still looking to go to his guy for the conversion, and he comes through. No wonder he keeps throwing him the football.
The Seminoles begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Looking for some space. It's Maryland. Gets the first and still running. That's a solid gain. Moves the football inside the 40. 1st and 10.
Nothing better than an offense on first down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
You make the stop at the 26, but it's a first down. This offense in good scoring position now.
That is 2 consecutive runs for first downs. Give credit to the offensive line in this back, really getting into a rhythm, and they got this defense on its heels.
That run, good for a first down. The offense still rolling. Hand off to the single back. Been a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Takes the handoff and tests the left side. Headed for the end zone. Touchdown, Florida State. This offense is still clicking.
I mean, body blow after body blow. It just cannot get any worse for this defense. The offense, once again, driving the ball down the field, puts the ball into the end zone for another touchdown.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. It's press coverage now from these DBs. Back to pass. It's Russell. The sure hands. It's Smith. A timeout is called. Important stage late here in the 2nd quarter.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Escapes the pocket. Across the 40. And the junior decides to pick up the first down himself. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the first down marker is, picking up the first down.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Pressure is coming. Oh, they can't bring him down. Nowhere to go. The ball knocked loose. The defense has it. Off and running. Touchdown, Knowles. The defense produces 6 points.
Goes with another touchdown. This first half could not have gone any better for this offense and this team, building up such a big lead. And on the other side, oh my gosh, now you really start to see who's got some fight, who's a competitor, because you got a big hole to be able to climb out of.
The extra point is good. Now it's a 4-touchdown lead, 35-7. Miller's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. I believe they're going to line up here to go for the onside kick. On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery. the Seminoles offense comes back on the field. They've really built momentum in this game. They've been hard to stop. Can the defense make some adjustments, come up with a stop here? The offense with some pre-snap eye candy. First play of the third quarter is a handoff. Breaking tackles.
It's a really good, solid run. I know it's not the flashiest big play, but it's important for your offense to be able to get yards like that on early downs. You stay ahead of the chains, and it opens up the playbook for the second and third down coming up.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. Breaks free. And will head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
On first down, they'll keep the running game churning. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here, keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the toss play now, running left. And he'll be smothered right at the line for no gain.
That's a pretty good effort by this defense to come up with that loss. Let's face it, it has been a really long game for these guys, but I love that they've not given up and they're still out there fighting.
Offense sets the formation. It's third down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. That's caught. It's Maryland. And he's tackled just short of that first down marker. Good job by the defense.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this fourth down and short.
And the Seminoles will come to the line here, looking to keep the drive going on fourth down. Here we go on fourth down. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Well, the offense being aggressive here, going for it on fourth down, but the defense was not having it at all. They come up with a big stop.
And the SMU offense is back out on the field now. To the air, it's Russell. Tries the right with a quick throw. He makes the grab. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first. A new set of downs after that completion. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's reeled in. It's Smith. And the defense swarms not much of a gain on that completion.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards. I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Not a real good throw here. He put too much air under the ball, turned into a floater. Now defensively, this is a dream. All you're thinking in that situation is just don't drop it. It's almost like a fair catch on a punt.
As the first down is still going. Refuses to go down. Tackle made, but not before he reaches the 44. Just pounding away for another big gain, Kirk. You wonder if this defense is beginning to lose its will a little bit.
I think they are losing their will. You can tell by the way they're tackling. It's been a very impressive performance by this offense and by this running back. You got to believe they're just looking to add to this lead with yet another touchdown. Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Gonna run it. It's Maryland. Slams right into a wall. They got him for a loss.
There you go, defense. Listen, it's not been a great day for these guys, but this time they stepped up and took out some of that frustration. Nice play.
Tight end goes in motion. He'll hand it off. Runs through the defender. They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
At the 38, now a 4th down.
So the decision is to not go for it, but settle for 3. Here comes the field goal team. Oh, and he missed it. The kick is no good. That's just a minor blip in what's been a thoroughly dominating performance.
Now, that's going to go down as an empty possession for this offense. No points as he's off target. And now you can see he's hanging his head. A poor kicker.
Here comes the Mustangs offense back on the field. No surprise they're in a hole here. They've given the football away, and he just trucks through the defender. Finally make the tackle, but not before he crosses midfield. First down to the 44. And the Mustangs will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense. Running game is working. They'll stick with it on first down. They bring him down, but a solid run there by the sophomore.
You know, a lot of people feel running backs with elite speed shy away from contact, but that wasn't the case there. Instead of running around the defender, this back elected to run right through him.
Looks to his left and makes the completion. And he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
Offense will keep it on the ground here. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. Coming to the line on second down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. DB's looking to jam the receivers at the snap. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Offense comes up on 2nd and 5 after the penalty.
42 Spider.
From the shotgun, here's an inside give. They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half, and he's already at it again.
They'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he fights in for the score. Touchdown, SMU.
And that's another touchdown for this guy. This defense better adjust and get eyes into that backfield, or he may go for a 3rd or a 4th later today.
And the point after is right down the middle. On the hands team, all over that to make the recovery. The opening play of the drive, they begin at their own 45-yard line.
Military stunt.
Ball handed off. They stop him after a 6-yard gain, so 2nd and 4.
Great offenses are able to stay ahead of the chains, and runs like that on first down are exactly what I'm talking about. Now you have a lot that you can call here on this 2nd down.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium.
Football 7. Football 7. Set ready.
the shotgun. It's a handoff. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, it's not been their day as a defense, but you can see they have not given up. What a big hit into the backfield that time.
And they get the completion. He's ruled down after the catch, but it's enough for a first down. And the Noles come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And looking to throw now on first down. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. They make the tackle, but not before a solid gain on that pass.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Second down play coming up. Here's that defense shifting again. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Loss of 2.
So this defense finally makes a play. That's one of the few negative plays for this offense today.
Yeah, you said it, Chris. They don't have the easiest road to climb back in this one, but little plays like that can be points of positivity of what coaches will likely focus on as they move forward.
Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. It's a short completion of the tight end. And the tackle is made in what's going to be the final play of this period. And as we take a break to flip ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the current national rankings. So one final quarter to play. It's going to take a lot to turn this game around, but strange things do happen in college football. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. He'll be brought down just a few inches short of that first down marker. Here comes a crucial second down play. Every yard tough to find down here in the red zone. Quick throw, the catch is made. The Noles churn out another first down. Linebackers moving around trying to confuse the offense. And a handoff as they run the counter play. Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Tight end goes in motion before the snap. Keeping it on the ground here. Couldn't quite get there. Brought down at the 2.
Well, throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
An important third down conversion coming here in the red zone.
Cooler 18. Cooler 18.
Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Oh, that one's picked off. He's at the 50, across the 40, past the 20. He's going to take it in. A game-changing play. Touchdown, Mustangs.
Chris, how about the defense coming up with a huge play here? Not only the turnover, but it leads them to a score with a touchdown on this interception. Now they're trying to get back into this game. They may have a shot to make it a lot closer than what we thought.
35. SMU, 21.
Return starts from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 27. That's where the drive will start. And here comes the Florida State offense on the field. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick 6. Breaks off a defender. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Hey, you got to do what you got to do. You got to rely on that offensive line in the running game here to be able to secure a victory. Good call, and just keep working that clock.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. He hands it off from the gun. He finds some space. He's in the clear. Finally tackled down at the 17-yard line. Now this offense in great scoring position. The Seminoles hustle to the line to run the hurry-up. On 1st down, why not keep it on the ground? Run it up the middle, but stuffed for no gain.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Leaning on the run game here late. Gain is just 1 yard. Sets up a 3rd and 9 now.
Hey, it's a great job of running the football. It's the right idea, but the back's got to stay in bounds because remember, with the new rule in college football, the clock still stops momentarily until the referee sets the play clock for the next play, and then it'll start again. So stay in bounds and work that clock.
They stop him after a 4-yard gain, and it brings up a 4th down.
Offense facing 4th down.
And the Seminoles will look to convert here on 4th down. So early movement from the offense. That'll push him back 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. And it's good right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
He'll return it from inside the 5. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. Good work by the blockers in that return team. He found the lane, and so this drive's going to begin with good field position. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them in bounds, and keep that clock moving.
Goes deep off his back foot. It's caught inside the 30, still on his feet. And it's a long-distance house call. Touchdown, SMU.
SMU.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And he safely makes the recovery. Football comes out. The offense able to fall on the football. Lucky to maintain possession there. And the Florida State offense heads back onto the field. They settled for a field goal in the last possession. They're looking for the end zone, no doubt, here. It's a shotgun run call. There's the stiff arm. They finally make the stop, but the offense threatening down. First down to the 27. And the Noles will crank up the tempo.
What a game for this offense at the line of scrimmage. They've been able to enjoy really the tempo going their way because they've been able to run the football. This guy now has 98 yards rushing. A couple more, and he'll be in triple digits. What a great day for him.
The Noles are in the red zone. It's the 2-minute timeout as the offense tries to put the finishing touches here on a lopsided victory. Here's the second down play. On the ground, it's Singleton. The defense all over it. They stop it right at the line.
Well, I don't think the offensive line gave the back much of a chance at all. Now, give credit to the defense. It was almost like they were anticipating a run and got up close to the line of scrimmage in a hurry.
Now it's 3rd and short from the 21. Defense trying to make a stand here and prevent a touchdown.
Here we go, set.
The linebacker shifting around now. They'll hand it off. They bring them down, but that play will set up a 1st and goal now at the 10. That was clutch. Should be enough to secure this upset. And Kirk, we talked about this matchup late in the season. Big implications, and the lower-ranked team has emerged as one of the teams to beat now looking ahead of the playoff.
It was exactly what they needed to put them in control of their destiny the rest of the way. A key win that should, at the very least, lock them in for a playoff spot and put them in the good mindset the rest of the season.
They'll run it out of the shotgun. Going absolutely nowhere. That'll be a loss on the play. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Coming to the line on 2nd down, this is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. They'll keep it on the ground. Running back has a handoff. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Running back has it on a screen now. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. So on 4th down, it's an all-important field goal attempt. Hold your breath here. The field goal is good. And they add to the lead. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
Well, they almost put a touchdown on the board, but instead they come away with 3 points.
He's going to return it from near the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Offense out there to start a new drive from the 21. scanning the field. It's Russell. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The sure hands. It's Shelton. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
At this point in the game, Chris, these guys have got to get the ball thrown downfield. You're down by a couple possessions. The clock is becoming your enemy. You need vertical shots downfield. These short gains are not going to help you.
Looks left and finds his target there.
They finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
Tackle is made at the 32-yard line. First down for the offense.
We came in expecting, Kirk, one of the best matchups of the season. In the end, number 1 goes down in a tough battle.
Well, Chris, you and I call these games a lot, and there's always such anticipation, but it's not often that they live up to the hype. You think about the last 5 to 10 years, we've called a bunch of them. This was a great one. I'm just glad we had the pleasure of covering it.
And that is going to do it. We enjoy being here. For Kirk Street, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.